YouTube, Gorilla Monster coming at you with a fresh gameplay of Rocket League. This is on my journey onto making pro mode or pro level. And, a good 15 minutes of gameplay in this video, but overall, love this game. I just recently made pro, so this was recorded recently, but couldn't get it out fast enough to you guys. The game was that addicting, but let's just put it this way: the mechanics are awesome. It's physics based, so the balls, the reaction of the ball from whoever hits it or whatever angle they hit it at makes a difference when you're playing this game. So come prepared when you're playing this. So every combination from your cars to your tires and so on and so forth makes a difference in this game. So yeah, accountability. And one thing is, this game is for a very small, simple, ideal kind of a game, it pushes, like, I would say more or less your vigor to actually make the points, scoring, passing, so on and so forth. So yeah, enjoy the gameplay. I might pop in here and there between there, but yeah, great game. I recommend downloading it if you did not get it on PS4. It was for free recently. I got the DLC that came out a while ago. In this gameplay I don't showcase it, but in the future one, definitely I'll be putting it up. Look at the tennis ball. Wizard, son. Wizard. Enjoy the gameplay, the music, the tunes. Come on, tell me I'll make a point. Yeah. Oh man, that was a close one. Oh, here comes the pass. Get it? Get it? Like, seriously, when I started playing this game, it was funny because it was the beginning stages I thought that were the easiest, because I was scoring left and right on everybody. But now when you make it to pro, it ain't that easy, man. Aerial tricks all day. That's all you see when you're playing in a pro level. Just aerial tricks. Oh, come on. No, the one thing about playing this game that gets to me though, when you have it, oh, look at that. Anyways, when you have the camera angle selected on the ball, it tricks you. You're just like you're like, okay, I'm going for the ball, but you don't notice the speed at which the ball is traveling based on how close you are to it, because of the camera angle. So you tend to mess up so much more because of that. And I don't know, maybe they should have it like a different angle, like a 3/4 up top angle, so you can see how high you really are off the ball. I don't know, these guys probably spend a lot of time game testing this, so they probably picked the right one. But for me, it just, oh, look at that save! Halos all day, son. But back to the point at hand that I was trying to make, is that this game, the angle of the camera sometimes tricks. I don't know if it's just me, but feel free to drop it in the comments or something. But it doesn't work so well sometimes for me, because I'm aiming. Okay, so for instance, I was playing a recent game. The ball's coming towards me, and then I'm aiming for it. I'm like, okay, I got this. With a little boost behind there with the rockets, I can jump and probably rocket again and get it. This guy just comes out of nowhere and just hits it again, and it's still in trajectory. If I'm like, okay, if I push up more, no, it just goes down. It just goes straight down. I'm like, how do you hit it at a below angle, like below the ball, and yet I don't know how he got it to roll to go down. And he's riding on top of that below me. I'm like, how the hell did you do that, son? It's like, in my mind, it doesn't make sense, but it's a physics-based game, so I'm pretty sure they had it right. I'm like, what the? I'm like, who's pulling magic tricks now? This guy ain't got no goddamn wizard cap on, but yet, look at that. Anyways, this dude just, I love Rocket League. Let's just say it. I just love Rocket League. It's just two dudes riding the ball. Two of them. Both of these dudes are like, somebody's gotta get the point. And that's the one thing about Rocket League also. Apparently if you double tap the ball, it doesn't recognize the previous person that touched the ball. So giving the person that double tapped the ball the full point. So he's assisting his own self. I'm like, dude, I made that angle shot for me, and then you cutting in front of the line getting my goal here. And by the way, everybody rushes for that goal. Everybody's rushing for it. No matter what. But Yeah, you see that? But they're both rushing for that ball, but they're opposing team anyways. This game is addicting. For a while there, I had calluses on my pointer finger. My throttle finger was full of oh yeah, first touch, baby. No, oh, by the way, if by any chance you guys don't know how to get to the ball right away, jump and press that rocket boost. Like when you hit that the closest power pad or boost pad, just as soon as you hit it, hop in the air and hit that boost pad or the throttle for the rocket. You're just gonna project yourself into that ball. I used to, like, I don't know. I mean, I haven't played for a second there, but like the one people that get to me are the ones that time it so well that to the point that they will come from the side angle, drift, hit the ball, and then go straight into the goal line. Like, it's like, how much hours have you put into this game for you to be doing that kind of stuff? Don't get me wrong. I pull them off once in a while against like rookies and semi-pro guys, but pro against pro, I don't see how you time it so well for that same dude. That's the only player that had going on that team right there. 3 scores already I counted. Look at that angle, son. Damn. But anyways, if you guys missed out on the sell for this game, oh sorry, I'm cracking my knuckles on unprofessional right here. But if you guys missed out on the sell on this, it was for free throughout last month. It's $20 right now. As far as a game you want to play just to pick up and play, this is by far one of the best ones that came out this year. And for a two player like couch co-op game, this is even better because you know, your significant others, some buddies, you guys are having a few brewskis, you know, just pick up, play a few rounds. There's even like a full dedicated single player mode to this, by the way. It's based off of let's say a season. So you can start a whole season with your crew of like, you can pick out 2 other AIs to play with, or you can play along with your friends. I don't know if you can play more than 2. I haven't tried that since there's only 2 of us in the household. But online wise, you can start a party and play with each other. Me and a couple of my buddies. There you go, game's over right here. And let me see. I was bottom of the next game. But yeah, you pick it up. $20 now. It's worth the 20. Honestly, it's worth it. There you go, cracking the knuckles again. But but if you do want to try it out, not just try it out, like purchase it, it's worth the $20. I don't know if there's a demo for this. There should be. Anyways, if you do want to try it out, I wouldn't mind adding you guys to my friends list. You know, play a few rounds. Overall, this is a sick little game to play. I haven't done a long talk over track, but bear with me. First time. I've done a few videos on it. Pretty good. Not the reach I was hoping for, but trying to drop a video once or twice a week. You know, job hunting, just graduated and all. So, a lot of people turn this into a full time. Never know. Oh shit! Oh, did you see that? That dude rode that whole way. He was on that rocket boost the whole time. He rode the rocket boost through there. Oh yeah, speaking of like rocket boost, and there's new rocket boost you can get if you do purchase the expansion pack, which I recommend if you want to stand out from everybody else. Because after a while, you only have like 7 or 8. Don't get correct me if I'm wrong, but I might be wrong on this. But there's 7 or 8 different vehicles you can use in this game, and all of them are nice. But when you're playing against a playlist meaning that you can select. I'll get to that in a second, but against 10,000, 20,000, 100,000 people, it's the same vehicles. After a while, you're like, oh, it's the same car, different color scheme, come on. But by playlist, what I meant is that you can select which regions you want to play against. You can go against think they just expanded in another 5 other. There were originally 5 regions. They added 2 more, making a total of 7. So making the servers easier for people that are internationally. But the thing is, if you're playing in the US versus somebody in Europe, you're gonna notice the lag heavy in this game. The reason is you're moving hyper quick, like super quick in this game, from jumping, rocket thrust, and it makes a difference. And it's painful playing against other people from other regions that have a ping speed that are very much lower than yours. If you're in Asia and in Europe, you're playing with each other. They have really fast internet, but it correlates to us here in the States really slow, because the rate at which they have to bounce against our US servers and back and forth to get that information out. They're probably squeezing that throttle or that rocket, but to us it's like they're mid-air frozen or taking their sweet time. It also is a benefit sometimes if you're playing. For instance, when you're playing this game and you're starting out from the get-go, and you squeeze on that thruster, you actually get an extra boost, by the way. Look at that. You gotta get that angle right when you're trying to get that goal line in. But this is one of the games I think I have gone the longest that nobody scored. Like recently I played a game and we were playing for like a good 4 minutes and 30 seconds and nobody scored, and out of nowhere I set up the goal and this one kid just came out aerial, just dropped the ball in there. I was like, and that saved it, and that was it. And then everybody runs for the ball, but it's funny, they typically leave the goalie open, and I should have recorded this one game, but so I stayed back and the ball was hit across to the blue team and I was in orange, for instance, and they hit the ball back. It would have made a perfect goal if I wasn't there. And guess what? I hit the ball and it traveled across and it landed in their goal. I was like, it makes sense to be up front the entire time, but being up front trying to get the goal the entire time is not ideal, because you're leaving your goal wide open to them. And don't get me wrong, there's not a perfect goalie out there. There are some really good ones, but sometimes the ball's coming at different angle, different height, different speed. That reaction time to get the ball or make it to the ball is difficult, because you have to be an aerial master sometimes, I want to say, to actually stop the ball in midair. Like the perfect top right corner, and you're a tiny little vehicle in the bottom right, and it's like, oh, that thruster can only do so much. And to get a good amount of thrust behind your car, you have to have a head run or running start to get there. Can't believe this goal. So right now I'm recording all of this video footage is straight off of the PS4 share capture. Did you hear that dog in the background? That's Hudson. You're probably gonna hear it more often in the background from these videos. But yeah, if you're running or if you're at a standstill and you're trying to make a high jump, it's almost impossible. Some people are really good at it. The one thing I've noticed is that if you jump and lean back and then hit the gas, but think about it, if you're a goalie and you have to do all of that to stop a ball that's coming in midair, you've got to have some fast fingers or some really good instincts, because it's impossible sometimes. Because if a ball's coming and it just barely misses the goal line and it bounces and somebody else comes at a different odd angle to get it, you're already in midair losing that ball. That ball was already, they already counted that goal against you a long time ago. So that right there is the second match. Thank you for joining us. Have a good day, guys. Peace out. Subscribe.